Do. What we're gonna do, we're gonna play this one right here.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds we walk with candy AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them woman for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot and we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall thing. We have them mad for we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK light. I want do some boy when we not play fight. see boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight. 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them 3 o'clock in the morning. When them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them woman but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with Connie AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot, we strap up like I hear plane flight.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot we strap up like I hear plane fly. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot we strap up like I hear plane fly.
187.
Walk and live. Dark and bumbuckler dead. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them mad but we cocky head balling. Me no look for boy a night. Me murder people in a broad daylight. 6 pounds me walk with cardi AK life. I want do some boy when we not play fight. We are hot we strap up like I hear plane fly. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them. 3 o'clock in the morning, when them a walk up and down with them tall things. We have them.
Let me turn this down, maybe.
Me no look for boy.
Is the Zyrax, click the link and come talk to me for a little bit now, you stay so. Click the link and come. I want to talk. I want to have an objective conversation. Is this a smoke show 187? I think you're on mute. Yeah, I was on mute. I was on TikTok. I discovered TikTok. TikTok was an interesting place, right? But this man, I just noticed this woman. You see, you see the incels. The incels run the asylum now. The people them will stay at them house and don't have nothing to do. So this is not particularly a smoke show to anyone in particular. I don't know where that information is being passed around, if it is in whatever circles. But I have not communicated to anyone about any smoke show. It is simply at the top. Debate of ideology. All are welcome. Please be respectful. My one boundary. You know, because realistically, it's not what you say. It's how you say it. You can intellectually tell someone to fuck off, right? You can intellectually tell someone that, yo, what you're doing right now is fuckery. It's a SISYPHEAN task. There is, so everyone can come up and say whatever they want to say, but I want to debate this thing, ideology, right? I want to debate ideology. My bad, I didn't even see. It's okay. I know I'm handsome. It's all right. But yes, I want to debate. And I don't necessarily want to debate to be right. I want to debate to have a conversation. Because a debate should be a sharing of ideas at its core, right? You have an idea, I have an idea. Two things can be right at the same time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that because you are arguing to prove your point, it doesn't necessarily have to include you convincing me, because at the end of the debate you can make sense, but I still hold my core values, right? I don't know. Ideology. Ideology. Yeah, you don't know spelling. You need to learn spelling, and you guys learn this thing in school. You can break down the root of words. The core, go back to the core of what the actual breakdown of the word is. Sometimes you see in this day and age, you see one word, just one word spell out, right? But if you break down that word, the prefix, the suffix, and whatever is in the middle, all three of them broken apart, when you look at it, it says something. Just one word. It's very interesting. To give you an example, can you hear me? Is the music too loud? You're the only one here now, so you're gonna have to be my sound check. Let me know if the music too loud, or if I gotta turn my mic up, or what's it, that's it. No, you're good. Thank you very much, beautiful. I appreciate you. Well, let me show you something. You know the word history? If what I say is what is the breakdown that people usually give you, put a one in the chat, right? His story. Do you think that's what it is? What am I doing with it? His story. If you think that's what it is, put it in the chat. One in the chat. Yes, I get it. Okay. It's not his story, because the word is not spelled with two S's. People always look at this thing and say, his story. Oh, is it? And it's such a how do you say, like, when you are trying to minimize the importance of something, right? That's all it is. You're trying to minimize the importance of something and elevate another thing, right? But it's not his story, because there is only one S. So when you look at it objectively, you get high. Let me type it in the chat. High, H-I, story. H-I, story. And the meaning of this thing, the high intent story. And I can tell you what the breakdown of it is. High intent. High, morally or culturally superior. Intent, alternatively occupied with. Story, an account of imagination or real people and events told for entertainment. This is not something that I created. This is like Google. You go on Google and you start looking up the root of words, and then when you put them together in a certain sense, this is the message that you get. High story. Moral or culturally superior, alternatively occupied with an account of imaginary people and events told for entertainment. When it is said like that, and you really think about the core of what it is, it's diabolical. But that is psychology. And nobody looks at these things. They confuse the people. You gotta add to it. You're not necessarily looking at what it actually is. You're looking at it from how you want to see it. Let me see the lady Zyrax in the building. Wagwan Zyrax.
Hi, Claire. Hi. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn up volume so I can hear you.
You want me to turn off the music?
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Okay.
Although it is, you can turn it down just a tad bit.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, what's good? 187.
I'm
I
here.
see you want to have an intellectual, discussion. I
Hmm.
just want to let you know, English is my second language, and so yeah, I'll just I'll try my best with what I
I
know.
don't. I Xerox. I don't complicate things. I can break things down that a child can understand.
Okay,
Hmm. But what go
so
on? What about you? How is
um,
everything?
I'm good. I'm good. My kids are out of school for the summer, so that's a good thing.
Nice.
Yes,
So what? They at home or they out and about?
they're at home doing their own thing.
Nice. How old is the youngest one?
My youngest is my son. He's 11.
Damn, you don't have to do nothing. You
I
just got to
know.
make sure they don't break everything.
Yes, I got 11, 12, and 13.
Good for you. But they pretty much watch themselves.
Yes,
And they're stair step by 1 year.
yes,
Damn, you was knocking them out. But good for you guys. You got a nice little family going.
yeah. Yeah, it's why I'm able to, yeah, like come online and, have um fun conversations with people,
Yeah,
with you
man.
guys and stuff.
We appreciate your presence. Trust me. And I wish
I
I would hear more from you though.
What's that?
No, I said I wish I would hear more from you because sometimes you just get drowned out.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, you've been gone for a while, but I'm glad to see you're back and doing
Yeah, I
content
mean,
again.
honestly, Zyrax, there's too much going on in the world, in the real world, to focus on some internet red pill, blue pill bullshit.
I Yeah, I get you. My thing is that like before I was in the politics sector, and that was just that was just like too much. Too much argument and stuff like that. So I mean, even the red pill space or the manosphere space, there's a lot of arguing, but you find you tend to find a couple of people who are understanding, and to me that's what matters.
Hmm.
There are some that still won't like refuse to understand or could even concede, right? Because they'll make some points about women, and of course, me being a woman, I'm gonna defend women. Not on every it depends what the point is, but to me, I feel like as long as like we have a healthy dialogue, then it's worth it, in my
Of
opinion.
course.
Mhm.
But in the end, that's what women ultimately want when they see like a bunch of guys on a place arguing and then they jump up there. They ultimately want balance. And I find it funny that men would talk about women, right? And they have a woman right there. So instead of just asking the woman, you would just be there rambling and babbling some shit that you seen in a video.
Yeah, I totally get that, and like in the women's space, it's the same. You know, it's almost actually in women's spaces it's more ruthless because oftentimes they don't even care to ask for the men's opinion, and so like there's like you said, yeah, it's always about like a healthy balance. And to me, like being in the space for a while, like I just I can't you don't control other people, you just control how you conduct yourself. And
Hmm.
so like if they say something about women and I'm a woman, if I know that it doesn't apply to me, yeah, I know that it's I shouldn't let it bother me unless they specifically said you. But if they're talking about women in general, then like all I could do is just try to understand where they're coming from, because I'm not in the dating market. I'm not out there dating, so I wouldn't really know how these new generation of women are. I've been out of the dating market for like Jesus, you know, oh, for like almost 2 decades.
Can
So
I ask you a
yeah,
question?
of course.
What do you think of bad bitches?
It depends what you mean by bitches. So You said bad bitches, right? I think you sort of froze, or at least on my end.
Damn, damn. Oh,
Okay,
there
there
you
you
go.
go. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, did you hear what I said?
You said bad bitches, right?
Yeah, what constitutes a bad bitch? What makes a woman a bad bitch?
But it just depends on how you like because you're asking the question, so I need to know what you mean by a bad bitch.
No, that's I. Let's say I didn't know what one was, and I just heard somebody use the term today, right? Like, what in your? I'm trying to get your understanding of what it is.
See, it can again. It depends on it depends on how the person who said it, what they meant by it. A person could go, a bad bitch could be like, um, a chick that's like hot, very hot, hot looking, just like badass, as they say, right? Or it can mean, a bad bitch means, a chick um that's like,
Ratchet,
yeah, that don't listen to nobody, that just be screaming and stuff and just like annoying or whatever, you know
but she's still
creating.
pretty though.
Not necessarily.
Huh.
Yeah, not
Okay.
necessarily, because they add the word, bad. See, and that's what I mean. When you say bad bitch, that depends on the person who uttered it. Who uttered that word, those words.
So it's an identity that you can claim.
Yes, some people do.
So,
It's just like bad boss, or as they say, yeah.
but
You know.
but this is the fucked up thing though, because I remember, like, I think it's Fatty or somebody of the clip. I'm a bad bitch, and that's chaotic truth.
Oh,
That's funny.
that's a funny clip.
Yeah.
By the way, can I ask you a question?
Anything.
That was it that night on Cammy's panel? Do you feel like we um like sort of ganged up like on you or something?
What you mean?
Like we I'm trying to find a word, like another word for, like, we attacked, sort of like we purposely like attacked you. Do you feel like
Like who personally? You and Cammy?
um no, I wouldn't necessarily, because no, I wouldn't. It was a bunch of us on the panel, so like
I
because
didn't
like, did
necessarily
you feel
feel
like
that.
you walked away from that, like like you were mistreated, or you feel like we wronged you or something like that?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay
If
then.
let me tell you, so I'm a very straight up person, and I don't necessarily wait till the next day to say something. If somebody do something that I don't like, I gotta address it right there. But anytime I leave a space, I leave with goodwill, because I want to come back. I like Cammy's channel. I like chilling with you. I want to
Mhm.
listen to your opinion. I don't necessarily want to listen to a bunch of fat niggas sitting in their chair talking about dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, are you so was that not a shot?
Who? Fat people?
Yeah.
You want me to say a name?
No, was it
Because I
no, I
realize, I
don't know.
realize, I realize. All right, this is the thing now, right? You are
Hmm.
innocent in this. I am the villain. Is my fault. Is my at fault, right? So this is the thing about it now. I don't hold my tongue and talk, I just, if I gonna say something, I gonna say it, and that gonna be it. That is the end of it. I don't have no time to play no game. And if people wanna be talking in them little fan club and talking behind people back instead of addressing people face to face, then that is for them problem. That is the action of cowards. If me have something for say, I say it and I don't care. You see, I post a link in the chat. I'm gonna post it again because I don't want nobody feel no type of way, like, I am not no punk. And nobody can come punk me out. Straight up. So if a man want have him, because notice, you know what? I gonna see if I can pull up that show and we'll watch it together. How about that?
No, it's up to you.
Because you're talking about the very last interaction we had, right?
No, no, it has nothing to do with that. It has actually, to be quite honest, it has more to do with because I was listening and on DJ's and he has said something about like you um that you felt like, we were, that's what we were trying to do, is like sort of punk you. And so he reviewed it.
Oh, did he? I did not see that.
Yes.
But if you're gonna review some with me in it, I mean, maybe it wasn't about me, so I don't know what DJ choose to do. But if him could have tagged me in it, I would have came and give my perspective. But I honestly, I'm not paying attention to these things like that. Like people make video, it's just content. That's how I see it. I genuinely look at it that way because
Mm,
I'm not gonna come on here and put nothing personal that nobody can talk about. Anything that I say, I can tell
mm,
you, yes, I say it. And a lot of the things I say, people want to mix up and tell a lie. But I can clarify what I say. I just choose not to because it's a stupid story. And any man that choose to remember that one thing that I talk about is a batty man because I love woman. I want to chill around with woman. She's not my woman, but she is a feminine company that I desire. I don't want to sit down around a bag of balls and then feel like I know I'm gonna tell you something. I'll ask you something, Zyrax.
mm.
What do you feel? How do you feel about men that just want pum pum from woman?
To me, I just, because again, because I'm a married woman, like, I don't judge, because there are, because even in my real life, there are men that are like that too. As long as, he treats me with respect, I'm gonna treat him with respect. If he don't try to come at me, then I'm not gonna try to come at him. You know, and oftentimes, yeah, like, we don't really know what we do in our real lives. So, but then as long as we're cordial and we just have, good conversations, whether it's about our experience, or like our ideas, whatever it is, right? As long as,
Mhm.
yeah, we're cordial, then yeah, I'm good. You know, yeah, I'm good.
But this is
A
the
lot of
thing though,
uh-huh.
as a married woman, because that explanation, 'cause as a married woman, let's go back to you being married.
Hmm.
And this is the thing, this is something I want to tell everybody coming up here. There is no spoon. There is zero spoon. You are trying to describe to me a spoon. I don't. It could be your spoon, and I don't know what it look like. I'm not gonna look at it and say, "Oh, that's a spoon, Zyrax." You gotta explain it to me.
Yes, I get it. But I mean, what else can I? To me, I just, I've encountered people that lied. I've encountered people that, or most people, they try to be as on, not, maybe honest is not the correct word, like as transparent. But then again, like, nobody owes us like transparency, full transparency, because I'm not even 100% transparent, because I don't, you guys don't know what I look like, right? So,
Well, that
by
is not
people.
necessarily, but this is the thing about that though. You know why I don't really trip out about that, and I
Mhm.
and I accept it because I know that you're married. And honestly, if I had my wife, I wouldn't tell her say, "Yo, you can't come on this thing," because that is probably our little joy. But there will be certain boundaries that I put up, so I don't say nothing because that is probably not even you. That is probably just you out of respect for your man and your family. You keep it private, right?
Yes. Yes, and plus, I know the internet is ruthless. That's
Exactly.
they're ruthless with looks, and even with, like, especially if you're like average, below average. So yeah, and that's where I put myself. And so I'm like,
Hmm.
oh Jesus, even like good looking people, good looking chicks, like they'll go after. So if I'm below average, Jesus Christ, they'll ruin my my.
You know, I was on that same show that I am thinking about. Fatty, I try disrespect the girl creative solution. And him a ask me, come in, I know exactly what she look like. She not necessarily because I talked to her before, she don't necessarily have like she's not a 10, right? But
Hmm.
I think that what they would think, because I don't think she's an ugly person. I think that what they think that she lacks in physical beauty, she absolutely makes up for in character and personality. She's a vibrant person. And I not gonna sit down and watch somebody disrespect somebody else like that for no reason.
Well, you have to sort of like, I get that, and that's why, like, sometimes when people talk about looks, especially of a person that I know, yeah, I'm gonna get uncomfortable. But the reason why I don't say something It's because like I don't know if they had history, maybe he's saying that as like, yeah, it might be a shot because the other person had, had threw a shot. So they feel some sort of way, and
Then go
for being
talk to the
caught.
person about it. Go talk to the person. This thing, no, no, Zyrax, I'm gonna stop you right there. And I
Okay.
apologize for abruptly cutting you, but man need to stop acting like bitches. Them need to stop act like some big fat sour big titty bitch and deal with them life like they are some men. Because that woman in the chat, wait till she come up and then you can address her like a man. You don't talk to her like you is a big titty bitch talking to another woman. You is not that. Behave like what you are and stop being a piece of shit. I don't like piece of shit attitude, and if I see it, I will always call it out. If somebody see me doing piece of shit thing and they bring it up to me, I will look into myself and I'll shut the fuck up. But other than that, no. And I see other people talking about it too, and people afraid for call name. I am not afraid to call name. I will call name because before I call name, I send message, and people just stop and respond to message. Right? I say, yo, I want to do this thing. And since you have debate and all these things, I want to do it over your thing. You can have full control. I just want to have a conversation.
I I
A bag
understand.
of tasks.
Like
Mm.
I get what you're saying. Sometimes like is it sometimes it's like is it worth addressing? So yeah, like
Yes, I
maybe
feel I feel it is worth it.
like
Sorry.
um okay, we all have different, we all feel differently about this, you know um like I know that I understand that creative, her, stuff like that. I don't know her. I'm not, of course, I don't know her, so I'm definitely not going to say anything about her. But we have heard her say a few things about Fatty. So I think that's probably why Fatty said that about her, because if Fatty didn't hear it, I don't think Fatty would have said anything. Fatty, for the most part, is like good hearted, unless like he hears that people are talking about him.
I never
And
said
so
that.
yeah,
I
like if
did
you
not
talk
say
about
that.
him, he's gonna talk about you.
Mm. I never said that. I consider Fatty my friend. And you see, this is the thing about me and friendship. Me and friendship is a very fine line between telling you about yourself. Because I suppose I can tell my friend about himself and him still look on me as a friend, knowing that I am giving him the objective truth, not some narrative to kiss him ass and be a friend. So if a man don't like that about me, I don't care. You know what I say? But if my friend see me, and I have one friend, Zyrax, one person that I can truly say that is my brethren. And I know, say if I'm in need anytime and I link this person, him is there for me, and vice versa. And I don't have to question that. But it's not something you find in life all the time. And you have many different types of people.
Yes. Like what's a friend in real life and a friend in online are two different things.
Hmm.
And online I've definitely learned that it's okay for me to see people as friends, even if they don't see me as a friend. I see them as a friend because maybe I feel like I could trust them. I feel like I could talk to them. They may not feel like I'm a friend because again, we all have our own um what I perceive as a friend is definitely different from how you perceive as a friend. And so yeah, I'm not gonna uphold people to my standard of what
Oh,
I see as a friend.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I think you cut out a little bit.
Okay. No, I was just saying that I'm not gonna hold people online to my standard of how I perceive as a friend. And so yeah, that's just how I operate. And I can and I just move along, you know.
And that's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. But this is the thing though, right?
Hmm.
Because the only difference between online and in real life for me is that there is no physical presence. But there is a thing, like if you even right now, if you close your eyes and I close my eyes and we're just talking, we don't necessarily need eyes to see what we're talking about. We can describe it and you can picture it in your mind. You only need your voice and your ears. So realistically, you can still give somebody basic human respect through that. You
Yes.
don't necessarily need to go down to degradation and all these psychological tactics in order to build narratives against people and then make people glorify you because of this, or even sometimes people do these things out of fear as well, fear that they could be the next target.
So now this, I don't know if this is the right way, but like how I see a person online, like if I don't know, like the origin story of this person, like when they first presented themselves online, if I don't know the whole story, then like to me, I'm not going to be quick to judge why that person is being that way.
Hmm.
You know, one thing 187, like you were part of the Fight Club. You know, I saw like you guys, you know, as part of the Fight Club. So like we should already have an understanding how a person is. They're a person could go from like someone who used to be very nice to someone is like now mean because everyone keeps picking on him or her. You see the transformation of a person, and so like knowing the history of that person, like the to me, I feel like oftentimes people don't care to look into to the history of that person. People don't care to understand. They just see what's on the surface level, and so they make judgments. And and to me, I feel like it's not right. But who am I to tell them to judge a person how they want to judge, right? But if you're gonna say something without being right, then just be ready for a criticism, because there's
Mm.
people that have been there since day one that know. And yeah, they may come, they might say something in return. And I'm not gonna lie, when you called like the fan club, even I was sort of offended.
Hmm.
It's not necessarily like because in a way, like I do feel like I've been you know Fatty is someone that I you could say I rock with, definitely.
Hmm.
I've defended Fatty. I have no problem defending who I feel like people are misjudging. And so
Misjudging.
yeah, miss some. I mean, some will purposely misjudge him, but you know
Some people, let me tell you what it is. You
uh-huh.
see the people them that hate him and bring up the past joke that he make, because I
Hmm.
think that's that I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me say that. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt that it was a joke. It was a very irresponsible thing to say. However, still a joke, right? And something he could have come back from with humility. However, he keeps letting people rage bait him back into that type of argument. And one thing him used to say with J Prince, from he used to always like that talk. No fucking oxygen. No oxygen. No matter how much you're trying to suck oxygen from my atmosphere, you're a stifle.
I
But
see. I don't know if he's tried that before, but you know, so see, there's some people that like want to see you fail. So even if you give it no oxygen, it still
no,
gets brought up to me.
no, but this is the thing, no oxygen. When somebody, all right, think about it, Xyrax, right? Somebody tries to come and beg oxygen from you because they have none. And then you say, nope, no oxygen for you. And then if they can't get no oxygen and then they start to die, what are they going to do? Fight harder for oxygen, right? And the harder they fight is the more oxygen that they have in their bloodstream they actually burn until they just eventually die. That's how things work.
Yeah, but then that's not the only way that it works. And plus, like when you said you're gonna give, like and this is what I mean by like if you have to, do you really know a person? Because when you said you give them benefit of doubt, like if you were there, you watched the stream, even if you weren't really there and you watched you watched the replay, like you shouldn't like to me, like it shouldn't even be a thing about you could obviously tell that it was a joke. Like it says it in his facial expressions and everything, and knowing who Fatty is. But the fact
Where
that
was
people are,
but he wasn't on camera though. When I
yes, he
said fan,
was
that was the
when he
was that a
first said
while
it.
ago?
when he first said it. It was years ago.
I don't think it was
On
years ago that I
Yeah, it was
said
on
that
Fight
I
Club.
said specifically fan club. I think that was like a
Oh no
couple
no
weeks ago at most.
oh no, not the fan club. No, I thought you meant when he first said the joke.
Oh, I'm not even. You see, this is the thing now. My mind is not dirty in a Xyrox. I don't keep
Okay,
those things on my mind. Like I just mentioned it to mention it, and then I move on. I
okay, I
don't
gotcha.
focus on negative things like that.
I gotcha. And yeah,
Hmm.
and that's the thing. Someone who has to like go through all that, like people could clearly see that it's a joke, but yet you got bad faith actors, trying to drag him. So like you can see what that does to a person. And so like oftentimes I feel like yeah, people um don't care to give, like you said, give people the benefit of the doubt, don't care to see why they do certain things that they do. People just see it, and then they just react to it, and then, as they say, they just move on. But then yeah, it's easy for you to move on because it doesn't affect you, but what you said affected that person. And so yeah, like I get it. you know some people like it, some people don't. Like I don't, yeah, I don't care. But all I'm saying is like those who I adore and who I um feel like a good um like a friendship with. Yeah, like if I hear someone say something and I happen to be listening, oh, I will say something. And that's just who I am. So
That's fair.
yeah.
I'm not argue with that. Because at the end of the day, that is my goal. And I don't really want the money from nobody. I just want to get to know the people. Can figure out the money part for my own. Because I realize that when you take money from these people, you have to watch what you say. I don't want no money, and I don't want to watch what I have to say. I want to be authentically myself, and anybody that come up here, them can be themselves too, and we can have a discussion respectfully.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think that's the least, right? If you want to engage with people online, but
Hmm.
but again, people play by different rules, and then you just have to make sure that you're aware of that, because maybe some people that's within your circle may not even like that. You know, like Simon. Like
No, Simon just gonna get clowned because certain people come with certain, like the one person I will say, and I think it was over on which Doctor Channel is a guy with a Elmer cap. I just kept on fucking with him because he have a Elmer cap, but he's probably a cool guy. Sometimes I can be like Loki. In African culture, them call it Anansi. Anansi the spider. Anansi is a troublemaker. Sometimes I give trouble too. I can't help it. But it come from a good place. But Simon though, Simon have a problem. Simon drink too much.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
obvious.
Anyways, yeah, I don't even want to talk about him, but
Well,
um,
you see, this is the thing. You and I'm not really a fan of how him did deal with you in the beginning either. That
yeah,
was fucked up. But I'm
yeah,
not
it's
gonna personalize that still. If it
yeah.
come up, I will talk about it, but I'm not gonna just bring it up at random.
I understand. So how's life going for you? How's
Life
everything?
nice in Osiris. Rain falling outside. Me can't get anything more on. Life nice. We just
That's
chilling. We just want get to know the people.
I hear you. I hear you. I know it's always good to talk to, even if it's like strangers or you know you never seen them. To me, like I've the past, yeah, I would say the past few years that I've been on here uh has been cool. Of course, there's always it's never you know uh uh it's never a sort of a straight line. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have some where, yeah, like some people that's gonna piss you off and stuff. But to me, I've always just I the one thing that I just always have to remind myself is that I'm like if you conduct yourself properly, then everybody else will do the same. Like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I troll, but I never get disrespectful.
No.
And
There is a broad line that you
yes,
can
yes,
before you reach disrespect.
Yes, and so you go on TikTok, huh?
Yeah, TikTok kind of nice. A lot the Jamaican community and there
Oh,
is
okay.
doing good. There are a lot of things going, a lot of wickedness going on in the world in Xyrox. So this hurricane happened last year November, and the country get a lot of money for redevelop, and it's close to something like $1.4 billion, and the government doing a bunch of shady shit, and
Oh,
people
we.
just need to start talk up.
Yeah. 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 That's like the. It doesn't matter where you live. Government, it's always, that's the one thing that, like, just drains everybody's energy as soon as you talk about, because us citizens, it's like, what can we do? I mean, there are ways that you could go about it to to enact change, but I don't know in
Mhm.
Jamaica. I don't. Is it what type of government do you guys have in Jamaica?
It's like a prime minister.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that called. I'm not a political person.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
I just know that what they're doing is wrong. I need to change.
Oh, okay.
I honestly think I'm considering going back and becoming a politician as well. I want to be the Minister of Labor and Works.
I mean, I've always has to, have this thing, if you can't, if you're unhappy with, yeah, how your government's running, then sometimes you have to, yeah, you have to do it yourself. You have to,
Yeah.
yeah, run. And it sucks too, because it's like, it's gonna cause you to put yourself out there,
Yep.
and it's, and with that comes with a lot of, background digging and stuff like that.
Well, you see, this is the thing now. I am not a criminal, and anything that they find people, the most people will do is just laugh and have something to say for a couple of weeks or whatever. But honestly, other than that, I don't really care. My life is a open book, you know. Anybody want to read them can go and look.
I feel you. I feel you. With me, of course, I don't have, yeah, I've never done anything, but still, just the thought of, because people are just some people are just clever at, critiquing you. It could be something that's like a something small. Like she let her cat die, and they could turn it into like a, like a racist joke. Oh, she probably ate it or
Mm.
something because I'm Asian. So like
Oh
stuff like
damn,
that.
that's messed up. Well, yeah, I get what you mean though.
Yeah, and
But yo, people are
yeah,
just weird here, man. And a lot of times though, it's an outward projection. Remember that phrase, outward projection.
yeah.
Sometimes people just unhappy with life. Your life nice and you it's almost like a vampire complex. Like you happy and energetic and them just have to get some kind of euphoric feeling from stopping that or interrupting that so you can feel like how they feel. And then they feel good leaving the interaction.
I
No?
I hear you. Yes,
Like some vampire.
I hear you.
Mm.
All right, 187. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here too.
Okay. Well, it was good talking to you. I'm glad I, cleared that up because, I didn't, if you walked away from, Cammy's panel,
No.
like, yeah,
And
I
if
I just wanted to
Zaira,
make sure.
I message you on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I still have messages on Instagram. But if something like that and I really feel offended, which honestly I don't and I wouldn't. But there what would I be offended about though?
No, I don't know. That's what, because I DJ said it, and so I'm like, oh shoot, like, oh, did you feel like we like were bullying you or trying to punk you or something like that? Because he said that that's what you said. He said that you said it. He said that you felt like we all like trying to punk you, but
I gotta go
you did.
watch that. But you see, this is the thing about when people do things I realize nowadays. When they're talking about people, and this is what I can't understand. If I'm gonna talk about DJ Witch Doctor and something that DJ Witch Doctor do, right? I don't see him as no enemy. right? I see him actually as a friend. I gonna call him blood clot name. If I see something that Fatty do that I don't agree with, I'm not gonna call Ilkan Ali or say some kind of develop some kind of nickname for him. I want the people who I'm addressing to know who I'm talking about. I gonna call name. I absolutely hate that. Especially when me there around somebody when me respect like Anton and Anton no want call name. I say brethren call Bumbuckler name no man. I want him to know. I don't like it, Zyrax. I have to call name.
Yeah.
So
I get
I'm
that.
gonna look for it and see if I find it. Well, yeah. It was nice having you come up here. I appreciate your company.
No problem. It was good talking to you, 187. You take care.
Yeah, man. You take care too, baby girl.
Later.
Bye. Mm-mm-mm.